You have arrived at your destination. Welcome to the Big Island of Hawaii.
After arriving to Hawaii, we went to the Hokulia beach to watch the beautiful sunset.
That's the first and most epic sunset here in Hawaii.
The next day, we went snorkeling at the Kahalu Beach Park. And after that, we went on a little hike to an even better snorkeling spot.
Now we are hiking down to the Kapten Cook, where there should be a lot of good snorkeling.
The hike was worth it because the water was perfectly clear. When it got dark, we went for a swim with the manta rays, which was magical.
But it's never far. Yeah, you show me colors, light in the darkness. You were the
We watched the manta rays for a while.
Then we got older, but we stayed the same. Swear that we never lost.
The next day, we drove down a rocky road to the Makalawena beach. It was very windy.
My head, oh, nostalgia, like a symphony of our memories. Oh,
After the long hike back, we saw our first wild turtles.
This beach has a bunch of turtles.
like a symphony of our memories.
Then we continued the road trip around the island before stopping by the southernmost point of the Big Island.
This is the most south point in all of Hawaii.
After that, we stopped by the Punalu Black Sand Beach to find some more turtles.
In the waters of Hawaii, the green sea turtle glides gracefully among mossy rocks. Using their powerful flippers, they feast on seagrass, a vital part of their diet. These gentle creatures remind us of the incredible beauty of life in our oceans.
Then it started raining, so we drove to the next Airbnb where we stayed for the rest of the day. The next day, we visited the Volcano National Park and then went on a hike through the Kilauea crater.
Right now we are inside a crater.
After that hike, we went to look at the Holei Ark. Before going back into the Volcano National Park to check out the steam vents. They were very steamy. Then we continued the trip around the island, stopping by the Kahina Black Sand Beach for a bit. Then we found some old lava that blocked off the road. and then arrived to Hilo. We explored the ancient banyan trees before checking out the Rainbow Falls. Then we drove up to the Labaloha Cocoa Farm and went on a tour to see how they make their chocolate. We even got to taste the cocoa straight from the tree. An interesting thing about the farm is that they were completely off-grid, meaning they relied on solar power to keep their farm running. Then we went for a quick swim at the Carl Smith Beach before driving out into the jungle to hike the Donkey Trail. I don't know why it's called the Donkey Trail, but it was a really interesting place to see. It started raining, so we quickly went back to the car and drove to the nearest zoo. Then it was time for a quick swim before we went to the Waipio Valley, which was one of the coolest views I have ever seen. Wanakaka waterfall later, we found ourselves back on the Hawaiian roads, driving for the rest of the day. The next morning, we went to Beach 69 and found the flatfish.
In my head, because there are so many things that I left unsaid.
Then it was time to visit a very special location, which is also the highest point in all of Hawaii. It's called Mauna Kea.
Escape to a world we don't know. Escape into the great unknown. Escape to a world we don't know. Escape into the great unknown. Escape to a world we don't know. Escape into the great unknown. Let's escape.
We watched one of the best sunsets ever, and then headed back down to enjoy the last few days in Hawaii. Then we played some golf at the Kahala Winds Golf Course. And then we said goodbye to the manta rays, packed our bags, and flew away back home. I hope to see you in the next adventure.